Hello. I'm going to try not to say we're back because it's not a podcast, even though I kind of would like it to be. So I'm getting the test done. I've got a couple done. I will just email you the tests as I do them. It's a process. It's some reading. So you should all get, if you haven't gotten your test back by the end of the week, email me and remind me, or there's an issue and I haven't received it. I don't know. We'll see. So just plan to get your test back by then. A couple of things when you're writing essays, and these are, I'm going to take off points for it. It's not a big deal, but as you progress through your education, and if you're just writing, period, lead or leader always has to be capital. Even if you're writing, because Germans capitalize all nouns. So it's always going to be with a capital I. Every time I saw a Lied that was like lowercase, I read it as lied. Like the lied song. I'm like, what is lied? Lied to who? Lied with a capital L. Also, take advantage of paragraphs. Don't just vomit out like 3 run-on paragraphs or like one run-on paragraph. Why is this like the rural juror? That's hard to say. Break things up, make an introductory, and then back things up with specific paragraphs and then move on with your life. Okay, so today is a lot. There's Wolf, there's Mahler, there's Strauss, there's Schoenberg, and there's Weill. Wolf on his own could very easily be an entire semester, and I'm pairing him in with a bunch. It's a survey class. It's not super in-depth. So what do we know? Okay. When was Wolf? Wolf is thick. He's just thick. Everything in Wolf has some meaning. He is obsessed with a lot of things, but he's obsessed with the fusion of poetry and piano. Like that fusion together. Like Schumann was obsessed and he was crazy and obsessed with that stuff. And then Wolf is like, hold my beer. More obsessed and probably more crazy. So he wrote basically all of his songs in like 2 years, much like Schumann, who was like a little Lieder Jahr in 1841, 2, 3, when he married Clara. But Wolf does all of his in like 2 years, and like that's all he does because he just keeps going crazy and he's like in and out of asylums and eventually dies screaming about being the sun god. So cool. He doesn't want to set poetry that other people have already set unless he can make it like he thinks he can do it better. So he makes 5 big songbooks. Each songbook is dedicated to a different composer. He writes one opera and nobody does it, and then he didn't finish them. He's known for song. They call his songs like poems for piano, or I don't know, something like that. I forget it. I'm tired today. Okay. 1860 to 1903, those are his dates. So he's the latter half of the 19th century. He's basically the climax of all this stuff. We're going to look at the Märchenlieder, 2 of the Goethe, and then 1 of the Eichendorff. The Märchenlieder is for Borgenheit, which is probably my favorite song. Not really, but it's definitely up there. And that's from the Goethe Lieder, so all of it, like, it's things that the other composers didn't really set. It's about 100 songs. I don't know, it's not right. I'll have to look it up. There's a lot of songs in the Goethe Lieder. I'm trying to pull up Spotify. This is clearly an ABA form. It's like Leave World or Leave Me Be, and it's sad. It's sad today. That didn't come out right. Told you I was tired. So it's coming up. People tend to be really into Wolf or like not into Wolf. I'm pretty neutral on him. I think he has some good stuff, but I'm not I'm not like obsessed. I don't think he's the greatest. I think he does some good stuff. So here's a little bit of Verborgenheit from the Merkste Lieder. Maybe. There we go. And you have the PDFs for this, and you have the translation. That's beautiful. Leave me alone and let me be sad. It's very much isolation. This is the B section. It gets really thick. Totally kind of wanders. Ooh, no. You can listen to all of this. This is the end of the B section. And what comes after that? Return to the A. This is Grace Bumbry. I think she's beautiful. So yeah, there we go. There's Verborgenheit. It's one of my favorite Wolf songs. ABA, you can talk about that, talk about the text, talk about what you think you like in it. It's from the Merkste Lieder. That was his first big set. We're gonna do two de Goethe, the Mignon. Kennst du das Land? We covered this song. This text is said a lot. We looked at it in Nachtwander from Fanny. This is the Mignon. This is from the Goethe Lieder. But, you know, Wolf only said poetry that he thought he could do better at it. He thought he could do better for this one. This is Schwarzkopf singing. And Gerald Moore at the piano. Gerald. German people are like, they're really big on their land, like their home. It's a lot of, I guess maybe nationalism, you could say. This is a 7-minute song. We're not going to do all of it. Look in page 117 in your Kindle. Check it out. Okay, Die Spröde. Also in the Goethe Lieder. This one I like. This one's nice. Okay, this says a charming pastoral scene complete with a lovely young shepherdess is unveiled in the song. Her mood is carefree as she walks and sings so la la. Where's the la la? It's playful. And a little sexy. So why do people obsess over Gluck? And why is he so thick? Not Gluck, oh my God. Wolf. Because Wolf, all of the poems that he sets, all of the songs, all the little books that he writes, the little books, I didn't mean to mean it like that. They're very, very different. Like they don't sound like Mozart always sounds like Mozart. You're not like, oh my God, that's Mozart. Wolf can just, he wants to reflect the poetry so much that it just changes very distinctly. And he picks up, I don't know, he brings it to life. That's what he does. And the last one we're going to look at right here is the Eichendorff Lieder. You don't have the PDF of this. The Eichendorff 24 later PDF exists, but it's hard to find. It's all connected. I can't get one song.